Good morning, Vikes.
It's our last week before Christmas break.
2018 has been a great year filled with exciting events such as Harry and Meghan's wedding and the release of the billion-dollar box hit Infinity War.
Sadly, Marvel's co-creator Stan Lee died this year at the age of 95.
Christian O'Connell made this tribute to the legendary comic book writer.
Stan Lee, who died on November 12th of this year, was a role model for all of his fans. He was the co-creator of Marvel and was the sole creator of a lot of the world's favorite superheroes, such as Iron Man, Hulk, Doctor Strange, and Thor. He was a legend, and his loss affects all his fans here at Triton.
Stan Lee was a man who did many great things for the movies that I enjoy, such as the Avengers movies and other Marvel-related movies.
So Stan Lee is a movie director and an actor, and he's usually like the funniest character in the movie sometimes because he just randomly pops up in the movie and he says something random and it's really funny.
Stan Lee, creator of Marvel Comics, I think. When I think of Stan Lee, I think of imagination. Right, growing up, I had all those superhero dolls. I remember those things, the action figures, loved them. And the idea of being heroic, right? And I think one of his storylines was kind of flawed characters like Peter Parker, right? Who would become superheroes. And I think one of the lines that he says in his movie is, to great people comes great responsibility in Spider-Man. And I just thought he was, one of the pioneers of that whole thing. And also, did you guys know that he's in every single one of his movies?
My reaction to him dying was kind of disappointment because, he wouldn't be included in the movies anymore, but also he was an old man, so it wasn't really a surprise.
My reaction when he died, when I first heard about it, I saw it on Instagram. And usually things on Instagram are lying, so I immediately looked it up and I saw that he was dead, and I was very upset. I didn't think it was true, but I mean it has to be, and I was very upset.
From what I've heard, they have already included 3 of his cameos for the next 3 movies, so those will be good, but after that they're probably just going to put in memory of Stan Lee at the end of their movies from now on, and to show how horrible it was.
So I feel with the new technology and everything, I feel like they'll just be able to take a person and put his face on that person with all like the technology and face stuff we have now. So he probably won't go away completely.
Stan Lee's memory will never leave the minds of his fans. We are all grateful for your work, Stan. Rest in peace.
Hey Bonnie, do you have a dog?
I do have a dog. He's a 10-month-old black German Shepherd named Bo, and he likes to eat in my blankets.
Aww. Well, if you're looking to take Fluffy for a walk or vacation, Sam Bell recommends some local trails you could try in this next piece.
If you love to go on walks with your dog, here are 3 trails that Stella and I found around Newbury. The Hans Morris Trail is one of Newbury's newest trails. On Middle Road, the 25-acre area was reserved in 2010 by the Greenbelt organization. The path wanders through streams, grassland, and an old pine forest. The trail is open all year and it's very dog-friendly. Down the road from the Hans Morris Trail is a much different, much older trail. The Langlis Reservation, also known as Devil's Den, is a marshy trail that has been a popular spot for summer camps and tenting. The reservation also features an abandoned quarry known as Devil's Den. This is the abandoned quarry that has inspired stories of demonic presences and supernatural occurrences for centuries. The rest of the trail alternates between boardwalks and woodland. Like the Hans Morris Trail, it is also owned by the Essex Greenbelt organization. Old Town Hill has been hiked by many and is probably the most famous trail in Newbury. The huge reservation covers marshes, forest, and grassland. Before it was a hiking trail, it was a place of both colonial and Native American importance. The first meeting house in Newbury was built at the base of it, and there is thought to be a Native American burial ground on or around the hill. It overlooks much of Cape Ann, including the Salt Marsh, New Hampshire's Isles of Shoals, Plum Island, and other sites. Today, it's a popular hiking trail for both dog walking and cross-country. So next time you see your dog waiting patiently by the door to go for a walk, try one of these 3 trails. Reporting for VTV, I'm Sam and this is Stella.
On Thursday, December 13th, Triton invited local senior citizens to our library for some food, drinks, and holiday music.
Ben Janring gives us a peek behind the scenes of this well-loved tradition.
Senior Citizen Tea is an event that serves our local senior citizens with performances by Triton groups and food brought in by the community service team.
So we've been holding this community service event for the senior citizens for as long as I've been teaching here. I've been here now for 23 years, so it's been going on at least that long, and I know it was going on before I started.
Well, this will be the first time that the singers, for example, will sing all together in the same room. We've been rehearsing in the jazz choir rehearsals, and then there's 2 different groupings of singers during 2 different periods in the day. This will be the first time we're all together, so it's kind of significant.
I've been involved in this event for 3 years.
This event's, it's almost like a dress rehearsal because everybody's together for the first time before the concert in a couple weeks, and it gets everybody in the Christmas spirit and everyone's always happy during it.
So I think one of the benefits from the community's perspective is they get to actually come inside the high school and see what really goes on here. Our students do a lot of great things, and often those things don't get reported. So an event like this allows a group of folks to come in and interact with our students, and they really get a sense for who they are, what they're interested in, and oftentimes I'm told that people are very impressed by our students when they actually get to meet them.
I think the senior citizens really enjoy having a little bit of entertainment. It gets them out, they get food, they get to see stuff, so I think it's fun.
So how long have you been attending this event?
Since 1990. I enjoy the music and the food and the hospitality. I like it all.
Our senior citizens love music. They love to come and be around the students. They love to see the students excelling. I get these people. We have people that have been coming for as long as I've been here. Like that, just the regulars. I say, they look forward to it every single year. They love it. It always gets great reviews, and they always think that the students are really nice and they do a great job.
It's important because they basically built the community for us, so to give back, it's like we're paying them for building a community.
Community service is important on a number of levels. From the student's perspective, I think our students need to learn that life is not always about just receiving, it's about giving back. And when you've been blessed with talents, you've been blessed with resources, it's great to be able to share those talents and resources with other people who don't have them.
Well, giving back to a community is important no matter what. We're in a society, we live together in a society, and much as people like to think, well, if I'll do something if it benefits me, but I'm not so sure about everybody else, and that kind of thing, we're together. We live here in this planet together, in this more locally, where we have a sort of a social contract with one another.
The senior citizens love this event, and none of it would be possible without the help from music groups here at Triton and the community service team, run by Miss Scott.
So the role of the community service student volunteers is that individuals sign up to bring a breakfast item, anything from donuts and bagels and muffins, juices, fruit salad, quiche, that sort of thing. And so everyone brings something in. We also do like holiday themed like tableware, and we get poinsettias to raffle off. And so the people that bring stuff in, they dress nicely and they come into the library and they serve the senior citizens. So it's very interactive and a nice experience for everyone. And then of course they get to see and experience the singers and the band, which is the highlight. The senior citizens rave about the performances.
It is a very important duty as citizens to give back to our community. No matter how large or small, giving up your time for others and serving in our local towns is a great way to show your gratitude to others. Without a sense of caring, there can be no sense of community.
Everyone loves to see a big present under the tree with their name on it.
However, bigger is not always better.
In this film, Alyssa Stone tells the story of a young boy who got screwed over when he got too greedy.
Have a merry vacation, everyone. Stay safe and have fun.
See you next year. I have to pee. 2018 has been a great year, filled with exciting events such as Harry and Meghan. Hey, Anya, do you have a dog?
Yes. Stanley died this year at the age of 95. Hold on.
Christian.
I have to spit my gum out, I'm sorry. Sam Bell recommends some local trails.
Okay.
Never mind. That's a different one.
Tradition.
That's very nice. I have to pee. I was actually looking for a job the other day and I saw Triton Principal as a job thing.
Thanks for sharing.
I applied.
Let's practice.
Ooh!